So today we're going to talk about body scrubs. And one thing to keep in mind with this particular clip that we're putting together is this is much more like cooking than it is like baking. So it doesn't have to be a perfect ratio of this and that. We just want to give you an overall feel for what some of these ingredients are and how you can pair them together at home and make some great scrubs. So this is Kelly Smith. She's our spa director here at Emily Alice. She's going to go through her signature scrub with you and what we use it for.
Okay, so we do a lot of organic spray tans here. And what I always recommend to clients to do prior to them coming in is to exfoliate, to get rid of those dead skin cells so the product adheres better to the skin and it'll last longer and be much more smoother. So an easy scrub that you can make at home with stuff that you already have in the kitchen is olive oil, sea salt, and brown sugar. Brown sugar I picked because it's really, really fine and it won't scratch the skin. It smells really good when it warms up and it's a polisher as well. Sea salt, particularly sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, which I really like. It's got a ton of minerals in it for the health of your skin. And olive oil, because it's a great carrier oil, but it's not going to create a barrier on the skin. It'll just slough off or run off in the water. And make sure you pay attention to the elbows, the knees, the ankles, where dead skin usually collects. The ratio is about 2 parts salt and sugar to about 1 part oil. Just make sure that it's a paste.
So some other options that you can use as far as your oil, Kelly talked about olive oil, and olive oil will come right off. But you can also exfoliate your skin and moisturize your skin all in one scrub, all in one little jar. So 2 of my favorites are grapeseed oil and coconut oil. Grapeseed oil is very high in linoleic acid, and it's also high in omega-6 fatty acid. So it's really good for you. This is sort of like my old Ironsides type of scrub. It's good for anybody. And the ratio with this is about 1 cup of oil to about 1/2 cup of salt and sugar. I like equal parts of salt and sugar in my scrubs, so my particular favorite is the Himalayan pink salt for the same reasons that Kelly went through. And I also like to add organic, finely granulated sugar. So about 1/4 cup of the sugar, 1/4 cup of the salt, and 1 cup of the oil. Stir it up and you're good to go. And the nice thing about the grapeseed oil is that it's liquid at room temperature. So you can just stir it up and use it and store it and reuse it. And it's not very labor intensive. Coconut oil is a great oil to use for body scrubs, but it is a little bit more labor intensive in that it's at room temperature, it's a solid. So what you're gonna have to do is warm this up over the stove and make sure that it's liquid before you mix it all together. So the ratio is the same. It's 1 cup of oil. You wanna put it in a saucepan and warm it up over low heat. And then you want to put in your salt and your sugar, stir it together. You can use some essential oils if you want to add some different scents, like bergamot or lime happen to be my favorite. Bergamot's a mixture of different citrus oils. And if you don't have essential oils at home and you don't feel like going out and buying them or spending any extra money, you can also just use a lime or a grapefruit or a lemon and just put a little zest in there. And even a little bit of vanilla extract has a nice scent to it. So this particular scrub, the coconut oil scrub, is great for athletes. A lot of men in particular like the coconut oil scrub because it really helps with chafing and chapping. It creates a barrier on your skin that's just really protective when you have wet clothing. A lot of surfers and skiers really respond well to this particular scrub. So there are some other additives that Kelly's going to go through with you. As I said before, this is much more like cooking than it is like baking.
So if anybody has a skin issue, breaking out, like Emily said, chafing, some good additives to put into your scrubs is liquid vitamin E. It helps protect the skin and it's a really great hydrator. Just a couple drops to 1 cup. Aloe vera gel, calmer and a soother. And Castile soap, this is tea tree oil, which is antibacterial and antifungal, and it can create a little bit of a sudsy feel with the scrub, so it's a 2-in-1, a cleanser and a scrub.
Get comfortable with the ingredients, try things out at home, see what you like, see what scents you like. You kind of can't go wrong. Really have fun with it, and we hope to see you with a little bit less dead skin.